Hello and welcome back to How to Connect with Humans, the series that we put together with Wayne Yates. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
And I'm Carolina Barker. We don't usually say our names really, so it's quite cool. By the end of series 2, about time. So, so this is the end of series 2. This is our episode 11, and we have a guest that we love so much. Oh my God.
He's amazing.
We haven't known each other for that long, but it's like we've known each other forever. And it's just like we're part of the same family. We just got together, we started talking. It was like we always had this connection, and I'm sure we always had this connection. We just didn't know that we haven't met yet. And
I thought you were going to sing Michael Bublé for a minute.
I could.
No, you're right.
Well, the thing is that we decided, talking to our guest, who is Christopher Wren, and that we wanted to call this episode The Simplicity of Life. Not because life comes to us super simple, but because we've seen something that's changed our lives so much and in an incredible way. And if there was somebody that we really wanted to bring that freshness and that everyday, how you live it, how you feel it, how fresh it is to him, is Chris. So hello, Chris. How are you?
Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you for having me.
We love to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me share this space with you. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
They're all saying hello.
I like your view, Lee. I really like your view.
Well, he's in Miami, baby. So closer to Cuba, where you want to go.
Okay. My name's Christopher Mavinga, well known as Christopher Wren. I came across the 3 principles and this understanding when I was in prison. And before that, I didn't know simplicity. Or the only time I heard the word simplicity was probably when I was trying to cook something in the kitchen, when my mom was telling me, make it simple. In the gym, someone telling me, do something simple. Definitely in the football pitch, because growing up, that kind of helped just to learn some discipline. So I loved football. So that's one of the times I probably took it upon myself to actually take it and say, yeah, you know what, take things simple. And it made me a better defender for it. But for someone to tell me my life could be so much simpler before I had this understanding, that's when I would have told you, nah, you're lying, or you're living out of a dream, or you're living out of a dream, you know? But the in and out, I've been in and out of prison just to get where I got to in Onley. And for someone else to just tell me I can live my life in such a simple way. And I didn't know it at the time. Her name was Jacqueline Hollows. But before then, like I said, I was either, and I've done so many prison sentences before this one. And using things to just find simplicity, you know? But now I kind of actually enjoy the little things, like just knowing that I can pick up the phone and speak to my mum on the other side of the phone without no problems. Or just seeing my niece when she walks through the door, like, you know, there's just the little things like I used to take for granted. I literally did. And why I say simplicity, where I would say I lived up in my head, I would always be either in the either be in the future or the future or
The past.
in the past. Sorry, in the past. Yeah, or in the past. Was never really with yous lot. You know what I mean? I was never in the present, and that's something I liked and never really understood. And just being present and not being in your head, like you can allow you to connect with people. And that's how I connect with you, wonderful people, just not being in my head. And I got real nervous even doing this, but once again, I was just getting my head, but this understanding has really, really helped me. It has really, really helped me. And like I said, I can just enjoy the simple things of life now. Before this, I didn't know anything else but what society or what I thought I could portray myself as. What I couldn't be no better than what I am now, but I actually can be much more. And just with this understanding and with love, because that's what Mama J did. She turned up without no textbook, no program. She just came, literally just her, flesh and bone, and saw me for me. Not the criminal person that I or society pointed at us or labeled us, and sometimes we carried that label through our years. And just to know that I can do it, I can help my fellow prisoners that are coming out, that they can take their time and slowly integrate back into society with simplicity, literally the simple things, not the big things. The big things, you will get it. You actually get it. And that's the love. That's the love. The love you could never stop it. You can't deny it. And when it hits you, you feel it. You're in that love. You're in that love bubble. And that's what the free principle gave me. Actually gave me. I always thought I could find on a football pitch, and I did. That's how I did my sentence. Because when I was in a football pitch, I would zoom out. I would find, like, I'm not in prison. I don't care. The govs are not there. I can still smell that grass. I'm actually there. I'm free for that period of time. But I didn't think I could find it elsewhere apart from football. But I actually found another part of me that just loves, and I'm having fun with it. Having fun with expressing how what I've been through can actually help someone else. And I never knew that can actually be powerful and actually be rewarding, and at the same time be fun. No, be actually fun. But because I even asked my friend this, because I, like I said before this conference came up, I even asked my friend, like, what's simplicity to you? And he asked, his answer was being in prison. I'm thinking, like, what do you mean by being in prison? He says, yeah, like being in prison, like it's a simple life. But I said, but you're beating the whole object of simplicity, because you're still being told what to do. You're still being told what to do. But he says, yeah, but it's simple, like everything's done for you. You're thinking, like, nah. You know what's so simple? Not even going in prison. that's even so simple, because like that was like just to get where people's mind was, because I still, like, when Wayne and Carlina asked me to do this, I felt like simplicity. What is simplicity? But it only can be simplicity to the holder. It only could be what simplicity is to me. And I hope the simplicity that I see and you lot can see something through that. Because it's the little things, it's the little things that we take for granted that's actually they're the actually big things. You know what I mean? They're the big things. The small things, they're actually the big things. And yeah, just knowing that, just knowing that, and just being present, and knowing, because it was simple. Because I got caught up not too long ago. I think it was last week, and I had to phone someone on the panel. And I made my thoughts so real. But when it's real to us, it's actually real. No one can't tell us nothing. But he said something that was so true and so small that just made me come back to the present, and which was, it's a fault. See, simplicity. So it was a fault. And I was going, and it felt, at the time, it felt so real. I couldn't even get my words out of my mouth because, yeah, it felt so real. But just to have someone on the other line telling me it was just a fault, and yeah, it will take a while for people to get the understanding that it's your mind and your thoughts that play trick on you. But I believe there's a difference between thinking and thoughts. Thoughts are all right. When you think and overthink, that's when the problem starts, because you're trying to find solutions. You know what I mean? But when you have a thought, yeah, it's a thought. You can have that, let it go. And he just brought me back to that. So thank you very much, Alfie. You brought me straight back to that, and just knowing. And at that time, like I said, couldn't get my words out. But it's little things like that, again, simplicity, just because I knew that, but just someone at the time to just point me back in that direction was very needed, because I would have been still not even up in my head, because I was just in a bad way. I was just in a bad way. I was lost for words. I was tears out, and people say men can't cry, but we're allowed to cry. And that's another thing, simplicity, you know what I mean? Where we can cry. Well, I'm allowed to cry. What, because I'm a man and I've got feelings, I'm not allowed to cry? No, I'm allowed to cry. I'm allowed to cry. And before this understanding, I would have kept it all inside. I would have bottled up my feelings, kept it on, and not meant to, but give him another person my problems, and he just come out of love. He come with love, but because I'm in my little bubble, now everyone's getting it. You know, but yeah. So this understanding has helped me grow, and I'm still growing and I'm still learning. I'm not perfect, you know what I mean? You don't get perfect days, but I just knowing that, just being present allows me to come, just navigates back. Yeah, I would like to know if anyone got anything from that.
Well, you're getting a lot of love here. Liliana Bellini's here, and she's saying you're great, Chris. So lovely to hear you speak. It's been a while sending you love. You're expressing yourself beautiful, Chris. Wow, she says. And Alfie says, love you, Chris, and he's got your heart. We are, oh, my brother. That's what he says. And Michelle says, Chris, you're an inspiration. I'm so grateful that you're doing this. You're a gift. And I love you.
Love you too. Love all of you.
But we're gonna let you speak in a minute. And but I wanted to say that so when we're talking about Mama J, we're talking about Jacqueline Hollows, and Jacqueline started this series, the series 2, and we're really moved. I mean, when we first sort of saw Jacqueline come on a stage in London at a conference, and it was just this woman with, full of, full of passion, but also because we usually sit quite close to the stage, you can see her like that with a piece of paper she had that she was about to read, and it's been amazing, knowing Jacqueline and seeing what Beyond Recovery has been doing. And then the beautiful thing is that, like you, Chris, and Alfie, and Derek, we have Rob here. Rob Hollows, who's Jacqueline's husband, and he's lovely, lovely, lovely. He's here to give you lots of love and support, and to us. And the beautiful thing that you were saying that for me is incredible is once Jacqueline and Liliana, we had Liliana as well here, we have David Sanders. So once it was passed on to you guys, like once you heard something, because I guess you came to that course, and I mean, I don't know what your experience was, Chris, but I may guess that you didn't sit there and you were like, yeah, of course, that makes total sense. That's changed my life. I guess it took some time for you to hear something. And then once people started hear something there, now you are brothers, now you're siblings, now you're sort of like holding each other and passing it on to others. And so what happened when you first heard something about what Mama J was saying? Were you Oh, we can't hear you. Why can't we hear you? Don't mute yourself. Don't worry. You can keep yours. You're allowed to have yours unmuted, Chris, all the time. Can you mute yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
So you never mute yours because you are the star here. So when you say, I don't know what happened, but say you went into a course or something, and
I've done a few courses. I've done a few courses. Like I said, I the only place I thought I could find a bit of peace and quiet was on the football pitch. So the only reason why I'd done the courses was probably just to get out my soul at the time, And she was very attractive at the time as well. The Italian goddess, she's around somewhere. As you said her name, so I thought, like, yeah, why not? Like let me go.
Rob is a lucky man.
So like when Joe's, I don't want to be, so but it was going back and that feeling and going back to listening, because I thought I'm 32. I thought I was listening, but I wasn't. I was finishing the people sentencing or trying to speak for them to just get what I want to get out of. Because someone pointed that out to me today. Just they were on the course this earlier on today at 6. So when they were talking, it's like that's when intuition kicks in for me, that for this particular reason, what I'm trying to say. But yeah, listening, and that was once I got to understand that I actually was not listening, and then I'm actually listening to myself. That kind of drawed me in, because for years I thought I was listening, but I wasn't listening. So just to start listening and listening to myself, yeah, that was the big wake up call. Really, that was the changing point for me, because I thought I was literally listening, and I wasn't.
I love what you said then, Chris, because I had exactly the same experience. Before I came across this, I thought I was listening. And as you say, I was trying to kind of think of a reply before the person finished. And I remember when I was doing the Inside Space course with Ian Watson, he got us to do an exercise, like an A, B, C exercise. 2 people had to listen, 1 had to talk. And that was the first time I think that I really listened. And it's weird now thinking about it, because I don't think I could do anything else. I don't think I could go back to listening how I used to listen, because you just can't. As soon as you know the understanding and you know what the gift of listening, you really do start to hear beauty in what people say.
You really do. You really do. And that goes back to the title of the show, simplicity. You see, look, that simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple simplicity.
Yeah, and I love it because you were, before we started, you were talking about a little bit about football and your passion, and I was saying, like, well, I'm from Argentina originally, and we have really good football players, and we're next to Brazil, and again, so we have tons and tons of land, of like sort of free, green, plain land that you know, here there's a lot more population, and it's sort of different, and it's sort of like warm and nice, and you know, you can play pretty much all the time. It's not raining all the time or things like that. And so in very poor areas, but also in whatever medium society, whatever, and then rich areas, everybody plays football. And what happens is pretty much nobody has a, you know, nobody has a label of being the rich kid or the poor kid or whatever. It just kids get together and play football. And also I remember that my friends from school would let me play football, and another friend that we used to go there and play with the guys. Um, and that was the thing. It was just like, it could be just one t-shirt on one side and one t-shirt on the other side, and that will make a goal already. And if you didn't have a football, it was just just pieces of what do you call it, like
elastic band?
No, like rags. So you would make your football out of rags. You would just tie knots. Oh, I have to tell you that trick. So you would tie knots until you actually had like a football, and so that would make a football. So many of the guys that you've seen becoming great footballers, the tricks and the things that they learned and came from that simplicity, came from hours and hours of just playing, and no, there was no better joy than just doing that. And you know, and everybody was equal, and of course they would fight with each other, whatever, you know. But it was like all very, and that's where a lot of very gifted players have come from. And sometimes when they start to struggle, it's because they forget that simplicity. They start getting in the heads, and, you know, now they have to get in the zone, and before they didn't need to think about the zone. They will just get out of the house, knock on their friends, and go like, "Hey, Juan, come play! Oh, we're going," and that was the zone. That's it, right? So, so I love that connection that you have with that. That it's an equalizer, and that's what when we talk about the principles, and that it doesn't matter really if you know about the principles or you understand the principles or not, in that sense, because the principles are, everybody works for everybody. It doesn't matter if you know about them, you learn. But if you learn how your experience sort of happens, as you know, as Chris was saying, and he learned to listen and open his heart, and you know, we have here oh, Mama J is here. So the Beyond Recovery family, Derek is coming in. They're coming in. So once you start seeing from that place, and I don't know what happened for you, but like everybody starts being. I remember hearing you with the Beyond Recovery family saying that even you started seeing the prison guards in a different way, or addressing them in a different way. So did that change for you, Chris? Like for
yeah, you start seeing them as just human beings, because now they're interested of getting some of that, whatever it was at the time, because they will see Mama J, Liliana, who was it? Who else was there? The other Jackie Moses. Everyone's bubbly, everyone's happy, and it's like we're in prison, but everyone's happy and they're happy. They just got them curious, like why they're so happy. It did actually bring some of my relationship with other officers that I was cool with anyway, but it brought it a bit more tight, because they were curious, like they actually want to know me, like, because they see a little change now, they feel a bit more open to actually speak. So it has a ripple effect, there definitely has a ripple effect. Maybe you don't see it at the time, but once you do start changing, other people around you see that, and yeah, as long as you stay grounded and stay in the moment, your endless opportunities are there for you.
I know we have Lee that wants to ask a question, but also, so I guess that, well, I know there's a dream, which is to pass it on to younger generations, and there's something you're doing already to make that happen, that you have a project already going on. And the idea is, if I understood right, it's like it's sort of like teaching it to maybe young people in the community. So kids, before they maybe think of going on a path that may that they don't know anything different than maybe the reality that you had and others had, that took them to then maybe go to prison or do certain things. But you want to pass this on. So
that's one of the things, yes, we want to pass on, and especially the prisoners that are coming out, the young ones, especially the young ones that are coming out, to show them if the 3 principles not in their prison, so we can grab them and let them know there's other ways. If you do like making money, there's a million of ways of making money. You know what I'm trying to say? So if there's 99 ways to die, there's definitely a 99 million ways to make money. You know what I mean? So just to let them know there's other choices. So like literally there's other choices, just to make it simple for yourself. And sometimes, like I forgot to have fun. And that was, for me, like I said, football was fun for me. So when Jackie, Liliana was trying to take me out of these, like tell me I'll put myself in these groups, but at the time, that's where I could say I could find my little savannah, like my little bubbles of peace, but to just know that, like, she put him in another direction, to say it was all me. I had it in me. So to just let people know that, like, it's in you. It's in you to just have more self-love, to let go of all the judgment, let go of what he say, she say, and just enjoy you. Just enjoy being you. Just enjoy being you. Just enjoy being you. Because I forgot to have fun. You know what I mean? I forgot to have fun. Yeah, I forgot to have fun.
Well, we're here to have fun. So we're going to mute people mute themselves. And so we have Lee very patiently with his hand up. So hopefully, Lee, now you can.
There you go. That's it. All right, thank you.
No.
And when you were talking, Chris, about Mama J, I'm thinking, what the heck are you talking about? Out of second chance or something? Yeah. Now I understand, so I apologize. But hey, Mama J. Right. So, but Chris, I loved what you said, and it's almost embarrassing. My question, I'm hoping you'll understand. I've been in the principles for quite a while. Well, again, relatively. Shouldn't say quite a while. I've been in him maybe 4 or 5 years. So to me, that's quite a while. But I learned it a long time ago and just didn't even listen about it. But the reason I love, and that's the key word, I love the fact that you coming from, I mean, obviously I don't know your background, but from what you've said, coming from that kind of background, I'm so impressed that you've used that word love freely, and I mean that very respectfully. I'm impressed with that, because see, I can use appreciation, I can use the zone. I understand that feeling, and I understand to a point the feeling of love. Obviously, I have compassion for people. I have that, and I want to take that out. And for some reason, obviously it's semantics, right? I have a block with that. And as soon as I know I'm going to say how, I know that that's a block, right? Because like you said, simplicity. So I don't know if you can answer that. Was there a moment? I mean, you even said, men can cry. I was brought up, men don't cry. What the hell are you talking about? There's just no way. And men don't use that word love. I know that's stupid. I know that, okay, reframe that. I know that that's not right. And there's an inbuilt there. There's an inbuilt sort of machismo. Is that a word? There's an inbuilt, idea, even though I'm breaking it. I still have that semantic barrier about using the word, or at least truthfully using the word. Let's put it that way. Because when you say it, I believe it. When I say it, I don't freaking believe it. That's disgraceful. I'm getting off now. But,
and I just answer one thing to that? Just one thing. I believe the way how I got it, I think you just got so much attachment to that word.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got so much attachment to that word. Let go of them attachments and you might start seeing it for what it is.
And that's it. It's like, I totally agree with you. And so where do I get this let go business?
Well, you got it with you. Just let it go. What's that? Look, you're got a nice view.
I love it.
You're in the perfect place right now. Just sit back. When we finish, just look at that view. Just look for the view for that. For like a 60 seconds or something. Just enjoy that. Let go of everything, and I guarantee you will see something that you will love there.
That's true. Yeah, I love it.
Hey,
there you go. I'm cured. Hallelujah. I love it. By the way, I can almost see Cuba.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming.
I gotta give you an invite.
Say no more. I'm there.
Thanks, Chris. I really appreciate that.
Love you too, Lee. Love you too, Lee.
Wonderful. Oh, so good. So thank you, Lee. That was wonderful. And I think that answers so many questions to so many people.
Yeah. I think it's amazing how men in particular are brought up when they're younger to believe that they're not allowed to cry, or they're not allowed to show any kind of emotion. It's really And it's for me, it's one of those things that before coming across this, I was exactly the same. I was just like, no, I'm not allowed to do that. You know, it shows weakness. It's this, it's that. And then now I'm just like, you know what? There's times I could be talking to Carolina and I'll get emotional, because the amount of love that I get from her, or even just the fact that I know I'm being listened to, is incredible.
I was just thinking that. So last year, Wayne came to Argentina twice for the first time. So we didn't just bring him once, we brought him twice to get him used to it. And one of the things is that everybody kisses everybody.
Oh, good.
So, you see? So basically, all men, women, men and men, they all kiss. You kiss hello, you kiss goodbye, you kiss like if you get up in the morning and you're about to have breakfast, it's like, good morning, or mwah, 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 mwah. Hello, how are you? I'm going to the shop, so okay, I'll see you later. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So, and people just hug, and so now maybe things may change, but with COVID, but so basically Wayne was introduced to this massive amount of men kissing him and hugging him, and it's interesting how in one culture it means just like saying hi or high five, or or just when I came here, for me it was so difficult. Like I would see people that were really close friends and were like at a distance, like if we had COVID like 20 years ago, and we're like, okay, it was nice to meet you. Yeah, it was nice to see you. Okay, yeah, we'll see you later. Bye. Bye. And I was like, and they were like, so, it's interesting how we,
it's as you say, it's different cultures.
Yeah, and different sort of perceptions. Like sometimes, as we know, sometimes we like people say God, and Chris, you may have found this in prison and with other people. Sometimes you may say God, and people go like, "Oh, wait a minute, no, I don't believe in God," and then you say love, and it's accepted, or you say that intelligence behind everything, the one that say, I remember Liliana saying this, like the one that healed my finger after I cut it, that one, so like some people have we all have attachments to certain things, and there's sometimes, but I love Lee what you said, and I think it wasn't stupid at all. I think it was like it takes a lot of courage to actually say that. And we have Michelle here. So hello, Michelle. Were you going to ask a question?
Oh, hello. I didn't know if there was two Michelles there for a minute.
No, you are the one.
Do you know what? Chris, I know you were really nervous about doing this, but I've got this massive, like, I get a feeling in my chest of that like connection with everybody, and I don't know if everybody else is feeling it, but like the love is literally coming out of my phone from all you lovely pixels. And yeah, so I really hope you've enjoyed it. You seem to have like settled in and like had some fun, and I love that. I really love that. And I loved what you said about like the title, the simplicity, and it made me think about today. And like I literally had to go out today and pop down to the pharmacy and the local shop, and I know the ladies in there, and just going in there and having a chat, that was just amazing. I came back from that and I was like literally on cloud 9 just after having those conversations. And what you said about football as well, it's something sort of dropped in, had a bit of a download, I think, that I heard that life is a level playing field. You know, there are no labels, we're not all these things we make ourselves out to be, and just have fun and just be you. And I've really struggled with being me. I've been a people pleaser, and I've done things out of obligation rather than want to do them, and oh, what a load of old rubbish. But I feel like I mean, Chris, I don't know how, maybe you can speak to this, but I feel free. I feel so free. And it's, I don't know, it's just, it's just love. It's love. And I learned a lesson yesterday, a really big lesson for me. There's someone who's really dear to me, that, and we had a bit of a misunderstanding, and we cleared it up yesterday, and I'm really glad that we did. But you know, before yesterday, and it's really struck me quite hard that I had this attachment to perfect, and you know, if things weren't going right in a relationship and there was a bit of a misunderstanding or whatever, I had this thing that you couldn't get past that, and that you couldn't, you know, have a conversation and then just still be in love with that person, whatever kind of love that might be. And I know that to be true now. I know that you can, you know, have those conversations, and you can still have that love, that same love, actually probably a deeper love in your heart for that person than you've ever had before. And I'm going to say sorry, not sorry, because Michelle's crying again. It's, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking for you to speak to the.
I'm there with you, though, Mish. I'm there with you.
I know you are, darling. I know you are.
Look, I haven't left you. I know. I'm here with you. I went through the same things with you, babe. I'm with you. Big cuddle.
Oh, bless your heart. Even my glasses have steamed up now. Look. I don't even know if I've got a question, to be honest. I just wanted to share that, and honestly, you're such a wonderful person. You've got such a gift. You've got so much to share, and I admire you beyond any description that I can give it, because what you've been through and what you've done and what you've learned and what you've taken from all of that has shaped you, and it's shaping so many people around you. Like that, you spoke about the ripple effect, and that you don't even know what it's doing, but like just your sheer presence on this call that's affecting everybody in the most beautiful way. And so just know who you are, my love. Honestly, know who you are, because you're amazing.
Thank you very much.
You're amazing. Thank you. So I can't even remember what my question was. It's gone now. It doesn't matter.
Love you, Michelle.
I love you too.
Oh, okay. And
I think I'm going to put you two in a room.
We're going to need a boat. Oh my
God. That or a bucket.
When you said a room, I was thinking, oh my God, it's a padded cell. But yeah, it needs some drainage, some heavy drainage, please.
With a colander, really.
And a toilet so that we can have our inspiration and our insights. And a bath, obviously, yeah. Yeah, I guess really a padded bathroom is what we need. Oh God.
Oh.
Yeah, see, you can laugh even when you're crying. It's hilarious.
Oh, Chris, we're so sorry, because you're a serious person and we
You're having fun. That's what it is. You're having fun. Come on now. Let it all out. Let it all out. Let it all out.
So Firas has a question. You can mute yourself, Firas.
Yeah, I was gonna put my hand down after Michelle. I was like, I can't beat that. But thank you. Thank you so much, Christopher, lots of love to you, brother, for sharing all of that. I just wanted to share, actually, not really much of a question, two things you made me realize from everything that you've been through and coming out of it, just being so happy and alive, and like Lee said, saying the word love without meaning anything by it, by not feeling awkward by it. I got the same feeling Lee said. I was like, wow, I wish I could use the word love like you do. Especially going through what you've gone through. We all have our different experiences, so it's not a matter of, this is harder than that. But I struggled a lot with things that happened earlier on in my life, but kind of soldiered through them. So it was a matter of accepting them. I'm spiritual, I'm religious, so it's kind of ingrained in us to, this is what happens, it's all for the good. So it wasn't a matter of not accepting it, but actually coming out of something like that, just with so much love, made me see that there's a whole deeper level that I would love to get to, for lack of better words. So that's inspiring. So I thought it was like, yeah, great. I'm a level of acceptance. That's beautiful. You can actually come out of it with love for yourself. Besides other people, not feeling guilty for doing this or wasting that time or living, those years in a certain way. Because I keep catching myself still saying I wasted, and it's like, oh no, I didn't waste. That's what got me to where I'm at. So thank you so much for sharing that. And the other one was the listening. I got a little different. Well, it's related, but the listening reminded me of the quiet. When you mentioned the football, I deal with a lot of self-doubt and fear and anxiety and just overthinking, which what I love coming to the 3P understanding is has helped me realize that it's quieting down. But a few years ago, the thing that started me to quiet with that is swimming and then diving and then meditation. But it always felt like I had to go there to be quiet. I had to go there to actually hear everything. I love the swimming because it was forced, like you're underwater. You can't open your mouth. You can't hear other people. So it was like a forced meditation underwater. But then it was like, oh, I have to be in my thinking until I get the chance to go and swim, or I have to be in my thinking until I can go and dive. So I didn't believe that I could feel quiet in my head without those things. And what you said about finding that quiet, being able to listen to yourself and just be quiet with yourself without the football, or in my case, without these other things, is beautiful, as a beautiful reminder. So thank you so much for reminding me of those two things.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, Firas, thank you so much. What you're saying is exactly what we do, this series, not because we we ever go out in a way of living a life without self-doubting or worrying or asking, who am I to do this, or or why should I be loved, or and something actually we're talking with Wayne and and Chris the other day, like why me? Either the why me, or why this happened to me, or why is this happening to me, or more the other day was like, why me? Why would somebody want me? And the three of us were saying like, yeah, I know that feeling of not understanding.
Yeah.
Why we feel separated from others, or we feel when we name it how to connect with humans, we knew that we are already connected, but that that there's this thing that we all feel that is disconnection in a way. And since you came into like the calls, I personally feel so connected to you, Firas, and every time you talk, you're like, well, it's like I'm not there yet, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, he's so there. Yeah. He's like this beautiful, this beautiful place where you talk from, and there's so much beauty in what you say, and again, it's like we just met, and I feel that you are somebody we have known for a long time. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
And here on the chat, Rob Abitali said, "Hey Alfie," saying hello to you. Alfie, hello. Thanks. And Rob says, "Chris, you're amazing and so present, speaking the truth, big love." And Liliana said, "I love your answer on love, Chris. Amazing reminder." And absolutely, yeah. So how are we doing, Chris?
You doing good?
Doing good? You're feeling the love?
Feeling the love, feeling the connection.
We're in the zone. We're feeling the love. Okay, let's see if there's somebody else that wants to share or ask or say something. And here in the call we have.
I think Derek's unmuted himself.
Derek, have you? Yeah, Derek, are you there?
Yeah.
Yay! Hello.
Hi, Carolina. Hi, Wayne.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, Chris. I'm good, I'm good. I'm just listening in. Been bursting to join in, but yeah, it's such a good feeling just coming on the call, man. It's just brilliant, man. Just a little on Chris, like amazing, Chris, man. Be with you on this journey, and see you where now. It's like just proud to know that not even you, we can just share from a place where the same like what I think it's Farah and Lee was saying, that word that we throw about, they think it's easy, but before I got this understanding, that word was a difficult word that only came out on special occasions. And when it came out, it got polished off and put back away straight away. But now I find myself, sometimes I relate myself to like a hippie, because I feel myself just saying that word so much. But it's different when you would say it before from an intellectual place. When you say it now from the heart, and you feel that word, it protects you. I always say this: you feel not vulnerable by it, but you feel protected by it. And just having that knowledge there just makes, I can tell and speak for myself, make me feel so strong when I use that word. And when you guys were talking, I remember when it used to be like that for me. But it is like two different times. Like then I used to think of it, and now it's just water off a duck's back, that word, because I just feel it so much, and I know it can heal and cure and break through so many barriers and so many things. So yeah, love is definitely the theme, and I love banding that word about now, because it just shows more represents who I am now, or who I've always been, but who I can see in myself. That just love, just pure love. And if that was to make up 100% of me, I know that I'll be the happiest person on the planet, because there won't be no room for anything else, just pure love. And yeah, if I could give out some of that and accept some of that, then I'm made up. But yeah, Chris, like I said, seeing you here from where we've come from, it's just amazing. It's just
Don't
amazing.
forget, we come back from the kitchens, you know, from the kitchen.
Yeah, the kitchens, talking rubbish.
From the kitchens.
Just to break down everybody, I met Chris when we was inside, and we was both working in the kitchens. We both had no understanding of the principles. We were
no understanding. Sorry, no understanding.
We was both in there talking rubbish about how the outside world was affecting our inside, and that was all their fault and this person's fault, and
Yep.
never our fault. And we both went off on our separate ways and found the principles. And then, yeah, now we're here now together on this journey. And it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful to see what he's blossomed into. And yeah, proud of you, Chris, man. That's what I'll put that in. Proud of you, mate.
Love, bro.
Oh my. Wilson is here as well, and Alfie is here. And so basically we're going to have everybody in this series. Like the whole Beyond Recovery is going to be in the following series, and as we keep going, but you know, we want all of you. And the love that I see between you guys, I have not seen a long time. It's something that has nothing to do with, I don't know, like anything. We were on one of the Beyond Recovery talks on the Monday, and I was saying to you and to all of you, and we're saying like, it's the closest I heard people talk to when I hear Sydney Banks in the videos. There's this thing about who are you and who I am. There's just like falls down.
Yeah. For me, I see all of you from Beyond Recovery, and it's kind of like, it's like you were in the army and you've come out the army and you've still got that kind of camaraderie together. It's so beautiful and amazing to see. It really is.
Mama Jace is voguing. Come on, Jackie, open that mic.
I'm blown away. The guys are amazing. I'm so humbled, and I haven't got the words. I've just come off another call with Chris and Wilson, with Wilson and Derek, and then to hear Chris, they're just amazing. I mean, I could never have imagined, and I think maybe this is what I want to say, is that we just do what what we know, we do what we think that we should do, we do what we're guided to do, and we have no idea who that's going to impact or how that's going to impact or what the ripple effects are. And I just see that you just got to keep showing up with a full heart, with whatever you've got, it's good enough. And because it's not us, it's not me, it's coming through me. It's not the individual. It's beyond all of that. It reaches where it needs to reach. And, you know, these beautiful, beautiful, powerful men, my heart's bursting with love and respect, and I'm proud, and I want to cuddle them. I want to cuddle them now. And big kisses on their faces. Just amazing, Chris. Amazing. And you look so dapper. Proper. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh, lost for words now.
It's like we're all part of the same heart. All of us. You know, we like, when I hear the boys speak, I see the oneness. 100%. I see that I see how the essence of life and how we're connected, and it's like our hearts beat together, and it's just incredible.
Hey guys.
Hi, Will.
Sorry, it's a bit loud where I am. I'm in Stratford right now, but I really just wanted to say that I can't take all the praise right now. I can't take it. I feel like I can't take it because forget about us, right? And just to know that there were some ladies out there and some fellas out there that said, you know what? I found this principles and it's beautiful. Let me share it to some prisoners. Let me share it to some prisoners. You know that one thought right there? Let me share it to some prisoners. Do you know what I mean? That was a one little thought, right? And I feel like I've been sleeping for years because it's like these ladies came into an environment that everybody's putting on a mask, a persona, and no one's willing to drop that. That is a hard place, especially for some beautiful ladies that they look fragile, but they got this strong, biggest heart. Do you know what I mean? You will never, like, if I was judging and I had my judging brain on, I would never know that these ladies could change our lives. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that they did, and having no comparison, they didn't know what I've been through. They didn't know what any of us been through. They didn't know why I was in prison. They didn't ask why I was in prison. Do you know what? I only thought about that the other day. They never asked why we was there. They didn't care. They didn't even care why we was in prison. Do you know what I mean? And even that, the first thing somebody asks you in prison, why are you here, mate? Do you know what I mean? The fact they didn't ask us that, like, why are you here? It's crazy, do you know what I mean? And I feel like just the thought from Jacqueline, Lily, Gary, Alan, Susan, there's more names, just the thought of these people and them coming together and feeling the same thing. I feel like it freed me and it freed the boys, because I knew the boys from before we knew this stuff. Beautiful thing to me as well. I knew the boys before this. Before we knew about the three principles, I knew the boys. And it's like I still know the boys after the three principles, and it's just I see the effect that it's created in everybody's life, and it's beautiful, man. And it all stems from one thought of, let me go help these people. Let me just see if I can show them. And look where we all are now. Like, look where we all are now. So all the praise that we're getting, all I think about was, nah, like these ladies with the incredibly huge hearts freed us. I'm getting praise, but no, you need to think about the fact that these four ladies, they came into to me. I can't stop talking about it. It's amazing. Every time I think about it, my brain goes off the charts, and it's just crazy. So I'm gonna shut up now. But my love goes out.
Oh, that's Chris.
Carolina, that's the answer to Lee. Like, how could they not talk about love? how could they, when there was so much love, you know, when there's so much love from us, and we found love back. Love begets
Goes back
love.
to simplicity. Goes back to simplicity.
100%, Chris.
Literally. Well, I was running around the wing like a headless chicken. Mama J and the rest of the team just told me how to keep it simple. Come out of your head and look at life. Look at life. And that's what I did. And I'm still doing it now. So every day as it comes. So thank you, everyone, for bringing us here, Beyond Truth. So whoever's this is their first time, next week, Monday, Beyond Truth, 6 o'clock, for anyone that hasn't been there, the Fab Five, myself, Doctor, Cupid, Derek, the Mechanic, the Wizard, Alfie, the Mechanic's Omar Wilson. So 6 o'clock, whoever hasn't experienced that wonderful world of wisdom entrepreneurs with the Fab Fives, please come along. Show your love, show your support.
I think there should be a TV program or something that Chris, you should look.
I'm afraid I can't do that for you.
Okay, Siri.
What? Who's that?
just Siri answered. It feels now integrated. Dear Siri, yes, we love you. So can you imagine when you were saying that you were sitting in the room in this courses, and these people were coming in so happy, and you were like, oh, why are you so happy? And today you are sitting here so happy, and with so much love. And then you have these people here on this side. And we're going like, how is he so happy? Why is he so happy? So I can imagine that, because Michelle was asking if you were glad that you did this tonight, and would you hesitate if someone asked you to speak again?
I wouldn't hesitate at all. But I always get, listen, it's once again, it's part of, I only can speak for myself, innit? Like, I do get nervous, innit? But it's like, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my goals and my ambition and things like that. So sometimes I think I don't get it right, but I know I'm getting it right. But that's my insecurities that I battle with. But anytime that someone else asks me to speak, and if I know I can help them along the way, that can just change a little shift in their life, to just make it better for them, I'm always down for that. And the people that helped me are on this stream here. So Liliana, I can finally see you. The Queen Goddess, Mama J, thank you. Everyone knows Papa Hollows, everyone. So everyone else made it possible for me to do that. So I would never hesitate. I would always get nervous. That's just me, innit? Just getting nervous, getting in my head. Everyone gets in their head. But I know I'm getting in my head to come back out of my head. You know what I mean? So that's all. So yeah, Michelle, if you're ever there, you're asking me to speak somewhere, come on. It's a date. Where we going?
Speaking as Chris's agent, he is speaking again at the Viva event, which is next weekend. So if people want to look that up, the Viva event, all the boys are speaking at that.
There you go. That's another one for you in your diary. But every week, Monday, that should be on your diary now. Every week, just every week, Monday, just come. Mondays, just come through. Come through.
So basically, you have free pass to always post on how to connect with humans. So you know that you can always post, beyond thought, beyond recovery, beyond whatever you want to call it. You can come and post in a group, and we're a big family. And so we put today the link to Viva, and that's an event that started like 3 or 4 years ago in Spain, and maybe even more than that. Yeah. And Sheila Massan and Sue Panskowitz, and I'm not sure I'm pronouncing her surname, which are so lovely, started it as a bit of a well, if we get like people to come, have a bit of a holiday, but also it's like having fun and talking about the principles, and and some people started going there, and it started really small, like a bit of a dream, like the dream that Jacqueline had, and she went like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and a bit of a dream like we had, and we went, yeah, we're gonna do this, and a bit of a dream, and then you started doing the talks, and it's happening. So and it seems we're gonna make Lee cry. You okay, Lee? Yeah, he's saying yeah. It's okay to cry. So you have permission for Chris, especially. So yeah, absolutely. Like any events that you want to post or share, or we are here 100%
absolutely
for you.
Thank you.
And the funny thing is that though we have met Jacqueline, and I don't, did we meet Rob at the conference? You said,
yeah, we did.
We feel so close that sometimes you stop knowing who you met in person and who you haven't.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I think, and David Saunders, I think we haven't, and well, Liana obviously, and Alfie, we haven't really met in person, and I can't wait for the moment. I don't know, I will cover myself in plastic bags and I'll go and just give you a big hug. And
I wondered where that was going then.
Yeah, that didn't sound right. So anything you want to post and everything you want to advertise. And so I know you have a manager, but so if people wanted to find you and talk to you, Chris, is that possible? Can they contact you?
At this moment you've got to speak to my agent.
Chris has a Facebook page called Beyond Truth.
Yeah.
I'm only being his agent because he's forgetting to say everything.
Yeah.
So Chris is part of the Beyond Truth boys. So you can find him on there, and obviously on Beyond Recovery as well. So those are the best ways to find him, I think.
So what are you doing on the Wednesdays?
Pardon?
What are you doing on the Wednesdays?
So currently we're running a virtual impact program on a Wednesday evening, which is now closed because we're on week 5, but we will be running one next year, and the boys are running that, and maybe Chris by then as well. So yeah, there'll be another one of those in January. And we've got all sorts of plans for different things, haven't we, guys? Exciting things.
How exciting! Can I borrow Rob to ask Rob? I would like to know what it was like when this beautiful woman at some point said, you know what, I don't know how it happened, but it's like, you know what? I thought I'll go into prisons to talk about principles.
Well, if you wanted to know the original dream,
yeah.
So Jacqueline had this great vision that she'd be somewhere like in Hawaii or some other exotic place, speaking to corporate clients and earning a lifestyle which I went, oh, that sounds pretty good. I'm on board with that. Little did we realize that the journey would take us to a very grubby, dark prison, which what it seemed like at the time, to be the most beautiful, exotic place that you could ever wish to be in. And that's where it went. And that journey is still continuing. And these guys are just a part of that. And we just love what we're doing, just the impact that it's creating and the ripple effect is just immense. And the vision of Jacqueline and Beyond Recovery 5 years ago, it just manifests it as each day goes by. And I'm really proud of what Jacqueline's done, and I'm really proud of the guys that are part of our team now.
You know, we see them literally as family. So we recently had some work done in our house, and we were like, oh, when the boys come round, we need more sofas. So we bought more sofas because when they're all here, there's not enough space for them to sit.
And there's some pictures of you all celebrating something, or like you were all like playing like these games or something in your living room, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, if it wasn't for COVID, they'd be here more often.
Yeah.
Trust me.
We're going to need to expand as well to have you all down here on holidays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, Rob, that was so beautiful. And the love. Like,
yeah. That for me is so moving to just feel the love coming off of everyone on this call. And
all you need is love. Na, 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 na. All you need is love. Na, 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 na. All you need is love. Love is all you need. We have the whole Zoom thing going. So, Chris, was it okay? Do you think?
Great. It was great. It was great. Thank you.
Thank you.
We love you so much. There are no words to say. We just say, Chris, would you be here? And we would like you to close series 2, and we'll have Jacqueline Hollows, so Mama J, at the beginning, and you will close it, and then we'll have we have a lot of Beyond Recovery on this series, and we're gonna keep having a lot because we absolutely love you.
Absolutely.
And you just went like, yeah, okay. And then what happened is that then we said, well, we'll meet with you at 7, and what would you like to call the episode? And Chris was like, okay, what about the other ones? Well, no, it's just you. Okay. And then you trusted us. You didn't know us, and you just went, okay, well, let's have a few talks about it, and then and you just completely opened your heart and trusted us, and for that we are so forever in your life. You're part of our family, and we're gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to start knitting for that new nephew that I'm gonna have. I'll make him one of these ball made of what was it, of rags.
No problemo.
No problemo. Let's give everybody some love. There we go. Love, love, love. Any final thoughts? Anything you want to say? Anybody else wants to say?
Can I just ask you? You know, you said, Chris, about Mondays. How do we get in? Where do we go to find out about that?
Facebook, I believe. Hold on. The director managers here. Derek, Cupid. Where's Cupid? Where's Cupid?
You can get the link if you go onto our Facebook page, which is Wisdom Entrepreneurs.
Wisdom Entrepreneurs. Okay.
Yeah,
excellent.
our Facebook page.
You
just put the link in the group.
Yeah. So Jacqueline just posted there, and anyway, we'll put it underneath, and it will be in the group. It will be in the How to Connect with Humans group, like constantly. Anyway.
I'd just like to say quickly, Caroline and
Yes,
Wayne.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Thank you again. A lot of people are talking about how we were discovered, and what Jacqueline, like Omar said, the thought that she had to bring it to prisoners, and then we've got it, and then we've come out now. But it's people like you that give us the opportunity to help spread or to help share what we've seen and what we've been through. So a lot of love goes back to you guys as well, for giving us such a big platform, and just seeing us like what Omar said. It all comes back to, because even though we're out and people still might look on us, oh, they've been there, so they look at them. You guys look at us and you don't see none of that. You just see when I'm in that love mode, that's all you see. And when I look at you, that's all I see back. And just that little brief exchange that we had the other night, that's the first time us guys have even corresponded like that, without just that little brief exchange. It was all love, it was all funny. Couple of gifts went back and forth, and I was just lying down, because it was late at night. I was lying down in my bed just laughing my head off. And I just said, yeah, when you asked me, and I said, yeah. And after the little exchange, I said, yeah, this is going to be fun. Then you text, yeah, let's just have fun. And I just thought, wow, it's connection like that what makes me have so much faith in the future and what I'm doing. Just seeing two people like you just giving us that thing, and it means so much to me personally. So just want to say thank you, and I see the love and I feel the love, and we are the love because we share the love, and let's spread the love.
Love it.
We're all gonna drown Lee in love.
I know.
And for
I'd say,
us,
honestly, I mean, I do feel the love, and you know, that's the thing, is you guys, you know, you really opened my eyes a lot. I've got an insight. I can't tell you what it is. I don't know, but I'm feeling it, definitely. It's so amazing to hear you guys speak the way you do and talk from the heart. It's phenomenal.
Thank you, Lee.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
So thank you, Wayne, so much.
Thank you.
Because like Rob, I have gone into so many ideas and things, and just gone like, oh, I want to do this, and then, or I want to do that, and whenever I go, like, doesn't matter what I say. And when it's my Rob, he just goes, yeah, okay, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. So we really love you, and you are incredible. Thank you so much for everything. We are going to have so Series 3 is going to start in November, on the 4th of November. It's, I don't know what day I'm living in. Today is the 7th of October here, so for the recording it won't matter. But so we're going to start in November. We're going to have a little bit of a break. Because we haven't stopped during the whole of the quarantine. We haven't stopped. And so we'll start in November with Series 3. And Derek is invited and Alfie is invited, and we haven't invited Wills yet, but we're going to propose to you here. Wills, will you be in our series?
He's gone.
He's gone. He's gone.
But I can speak for him. Yes, he will.
He will.
He will.
Brilliant.
The agent has spoken.
The manager has said.
Yeah.
So you know,
the boss.
Boss. We'll have some chat afterwards about. So anyway, we're going to start Series 3, and Series 3 is going to start with Ian Watson, and Ian Watson it's like doing a prequel, you know. It's like when Star Wars or like they just did what they did, and then they go, oh, and this is how all started. So Ian Watson and then Carol Burroughs were who started it all for us, started it all for me. I went to a workshop with Ian Watson, not knowing what he was going to talk about, thinking he was going to talk about homeopathy or something about healing, or I had been listening to his recordings for pretty much 2 years before that. So that, I don't know, it was like 10 years ago. And then a friend says, oh, Ian Watson's doing a workshop in London, shall we go? And I didn't even read, I just paid, and we went on the weekend. And then we arrived, and this man that I absolutely adored his intellect, like I love the way he talks, and you know, he's so educated and wonderful. And then he starts talking about this that was like some like silly, simple stuff, going to back to simplicity, Chris. And I just thought, oh geez, he's having a breakdown. He's just lost it. He said, well, this is what it is in the first 5 minutes, and I'm going to spend the rest of the weekend talking about the same thing in different ways. And it just, to me, that was so silly. Like it made no sense. It looks just so good to be true. And even the next day I arrived and I was so cross and I couldn't see it. And we were at Regent's Park at that time, and we went out for lunch with my friend, and I was like, you know what, this was a waste of time, waste of my money, unfortunately. And then there was a squirrel, and I had nuts in my pocket, and this squirrel just kept coming up to my pocket, getting a little nut and going down, having the nut, coming back to my pocket, getting another nut. I remember looking at this with my friend, I was like, I never seen something like this. Like the trust of this squirrel that I'm not going to hurt it. And my friend said, well, maybe all you need is a bit of trust. And that, boom, that got me. That, and went back and something was different. I heard something. I didn't know what happened. So, but just to give you the intro to Ian Watson, who is going to talk about slender threads. So that little connections that we don't see, that we don't know, and end up connecting us all, like it's happened here. So that's going to be on the 4th, Wednesday the 4th of November. Series 3 starting, and that is 7:30, and I feel now so bad that we clash with you, but anyway, like it's just only half an hour, so this is UK time, okay? So also for the Beyond Truth, Beyond Recovery entrepreneurs, so it's at 6 o'clock. That's all UK time, but we will put the other times in other zones.
Yeah.
So you can unmute yourselves.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chris. It was beautiful. I can't wait to listen to the first part.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Speak soon. Lots of love. Thanks, guys.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Thank you,
Lovely to
everybody.
see you, Shell.
Thank you.
See you
Bye.
Thank you,
And you.
Papa.
Thank you.
Fazil. Thank you, Michelle.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Wayne and Carolina.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you later, Wayne and Carolina.
See you later.
Bye.